start the song, it's 1 a.m. I can't believe that you are on my mind. You're on my mind again, you're on my mind again. And take a breath, get out of bed, do what I can to give these thoughts some light. I'll bring this back again, I'll bring this back again, again.
Cool. Well, I got some news. I asked my traditional corporate day job if I could wear the men's uniform to work, and guess what? They said yes! It was a lengthy-ish process, and I'm gonna tell you about it. But first, because we need to pay the bills and eat food, I give you a sponsorship.
I'll find the notes and melodies.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to let you know that this vid is being brought to you by Amino. Ooh, Many of you know I've worked with the LGBT+ Amino before, but did you know there are distinct aminos for people who identify as lesbian, bisexual, pansexual, and even trans? One of my favorite things about the trans amino specifically is how closely monitored it is. Fun fact, it's a locked community that requires approval from the leaders in order to join. This helps keep out the trolls. However, since most of you are either trans or allies, the amino people hooked us up with a link that allows you to join right away. Other neat features on these apps include text or voice chat, custom avatar chat, polls, quizzes, curated feeds of only the gayest and raddest content, and sweet events that are happening in the community. An event I shared was a talk that Grace and I gave at the University of Omaha, Nebraska. I posted so many cute photos. Overall, it's just a great way to connect and meet potential friends. So if you want to connect with me or a ton of other awesome trans and or queer folks, you should consider downloading Amino. Alright, back to the video.
This is just the way I am.
Yay, that's over. So, for those unaware, I, believe it or not, have a proper full-time gig. I don't disclose my place of employment online, and I'd appreciate if you didn't guess in the comments. Some of you know what I do because you've run into me at work. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. The reason my occupation is classified is because I'm actually Trump's personal tweet approver and political correctness liaison. You didn't know he had one of those, did ya? I'm clearly very bad at my job. No one can know I exist, and no one does. Lol, no. I'm really a dolphin in a human suit trying to overtake man, woman, and non-binary kind by learning their weaknesses and destroying them. Just kidding, I'm Hannah Montana. Or maybe I'm a mystery shopper who specializes in ice cream tasting. That would be the dream. Gotcha again. The truth is, I'm a ghost. This whole time you've been watching me, I've never really been there. Boo! Did I scare ya? If I did, I'm a good ghost. Honestly, I keep my job secret because I just really want some things to be private and separate from YouTube. I need y'all not to know everything about me, and I need some times and places in my life where I can go and feel like a regular non-blogger person. This balance and sense of normalcy is important to me, and I hope you can respect that. That being said, I will tell you a little about what I do. I work in customer service, and I have a required uniform. My company provides a few clothing options for its employees, but like many places, they're separated into two categories: men's and women's. The outfits are very professional garments, and in my opinion, they're pretty gendered. Suits, ties, skirts, pantyhose, that kind of a thing. For 4 years, I was too afraid to rock the boat. Thus, I showed up every day in a dress and heels. A dress and heels. Me in a dress and heels. Y'all wouldn't recognize me. How did I do it? Great question. The answer is compartmentalization and disassociation. I didn't view my uniform pieces as installments of my wardrobe, but rather as parts of a necessary costume. And when I wore the uniform, I wasn't Ash, I was Work Ash. Work Ash is an alter ego / coping mechanism who is no nonsense and entirely pragmatic. She doesn't care about regular Ash's feelings or discomfort, and she does whatever she has to get things done. Sounds kinda unhealthy, doesn't it? Yep. So how did I get from there to where I am now? Well, as the years progressed and people at my company got to know me, I dipped my toes in the water of testing. Oh, you ordered the new dress? Looks good. You know, I actually think it'd be kind of cool to show up in the suit and tie. It was always a real casual thing, just to colleagues and work pals, no management at this point. And almost always people would reply, oh, you should. I say folks should wear whatever's comfortable for them. Or my favorite, Ash, I think you'd rock it, girl. Or boy or whatever my confidence in the guy's outfit being a viable option for me started to grow. Then I booked my top surgery. That's right, it's scheduled, there's a date. And I figured soon I wouldn't even have the boobs to fit into lady things. Maybe it was time to turn my casual confessions of my personal desire into a formal inquiry. So I sent human resources an email disclosing my trans identity and asking if I could wear the clothes that would make me most comfortable. If you're wondering how I found the point of contact for HR, I simply searched it on my corporation's website. That's what I would do if you want to do that. I don't know. And I had Grace help me write the email because they work in HR and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. If you ever need or want to send an email like this, I'll kind of share what I wrote so you could maybe use it as a rough template. In the message, I told my company that I valued my position with them and that I was grateful to work there. Then I opened up in regards to my trans identity and went on to explain that because of who I am, I might be more happy and myself at work if I could make a change in what I was wearing on the job. I emphasized that I cared about their input and approval, which is why I was asking rather than just showing up in a tie, unannounced, being like, hey, I'm cute. I said that I would be totally open to having a dialogue with them about the matter if they wanted, and I closed by offering some times I was available to do so. And the whole time, my heart was beating so hard. See, after this, there was no going back. I was irreversibly outing myself to my superiors. They could say no, or I could decide I actually wanted to keep rocking the dress. It didn't matter. This was a permanent admission regardless, and that scared the crud out of me. I don't want to pretend I was totally cool or cavalier throughout the whole ordeal, because I wasn't. Now, if you're straight or cis or just really brave, it might be hard to comprehend why I was so worried. It may seem strange that I suppressed the truth about what I wanted for so long. To offer perspective, I'll share some quotes and information from a dope TED Talk that sums up pretty well where all my concerns were coming from. In 2013, a Deloitte study found that 83% of LGBT+ employees admit to changing some aspect of themselves at work in order to, here's the kicker, not appear too gay. This study found that even in companies with diversity policies and inclusion programs, queer folks struggle to be themselves at work because they believe that conformity is critical to their long-term career advancement. And that's how I felt. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I didn't want to rock the boat. I wanted to blend in and conform to what most of my colleagues were doing. But somehow I had done it. I had mustered the courage to send the email that I had been thinking about sending for years. And do you know what happened? A couple weeks later, I hopped on a call with a hella friendly HR rep who basically said, cool, sounds good. There was a short process involved. I had to answer some questions, fill out a form, let my personal manager supervisor guy know what was going on. I was incredibly pleased though, because it was ultimately pushback free and I didn't have to prove anything or make a case for myself, which was something I was originally worried about. While from then to now has been a largely positive affair, it hasn't been 100% without awkwardness or bumps. I'm telling you this because I don't want to do you the disservice of letting you set expectations for perfect if you're gonna try the same thing. For example, not every single person I encountered during this process was totally and expertly educated in the realm of transness. Understandable. As a result, I was exposed to some dated language, small faux pas here and there, and a few confusing questions. It happens. If I had to characterize the experience holistically, however, as say a percentage, I'd figure it went 95% perfectly. And my company's attitude was 100% open and accepting. At one point, my individual manager even called me on the phone just to tell me how proud he was of me, how wholesome and cool. I'm still worried about some stuff. I haven't actually shown up in the suit yet, but it's happening soon. I wonder if public restrooms will be weird. I don't think so. I don't have an issue navigating restrooms in my normal life, and I wear suits. I think I'm just worrying because I like to worry. Maybe I'll email HR and inquire what to do if I encounter toilet troubles. I probably will do that. Also, unrelated to bathrooms, a coworker did recently ask me if I'm ready to answer all the questions I'm gonna have to face in general. That made me nervous. What questions? But it'll be okay. Moral of the story, asking for what you want can be scary, but it can also be totally worth it. And sometimes people will surprise you by how open and chill they are. I know I'm excited for work Ash to retire and for real Ash to finally show up to work. Okay, bye.